All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The children will grow. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let them know.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. From the gun, Fields. And that's Elliott, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. They'll run on first down. Turner. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Even.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Protect yourself, man.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Flip the ball. Flip it, flip it, flip it. Under 10, under 10, 10.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They just do get the play off. Now Winston. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. Jameis to throw it. That's caught by Howard. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So first possession, 4th and short. Field goal's no gimme from here. You think about going for it?
I'm not just thinking about it. I'm signaling go for it. Let's get this, all right? Yeah, look, you're right. You know, the field goal's there, but it's not a chip shot. My big thing is opening drive. You're trying to establish momentum. Let's not stall it ourselves. Let's go get this 1st down and then continue on downfield and try and get a touchdown.
Like your confidence.
Yeah, why not? Let's go.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn. Let's convert, let's convert, let's convert.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Winston. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They start on the ground with Elliott. He'll have a 1st down and more past the As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. First down carry by Elliott. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
8-yard pickup. And the Falcon 1st down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. 2nd and 1. Being chased out left. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the 1st.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Fields. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And he coughed it up. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ezekiel Elliott. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. From the 30 on second down, Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Black 25. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Switch, switch. 49. Hey, stop. Let's go. Watch twist, watch twist. Let's go.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Jameis now on first down. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Here's Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Oh, yeah, and here we go again. Check safety.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
Sonny, you better be ready. Wait. Kill. 54's Mike.
Third and long for Winston.
Big stop, let's go. I'm all over you.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one.
On the
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Fields. It's caught. Jones. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing on first down. Fields. That one complete. Elliott. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16. First down, Falcons. On 1st and 10. Fields. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Now Elliott down to the 25. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Elliott running right. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, let's go!
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Winston. And that'll be incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
Winston to Godwin on the connection there for a Tampa Bay first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Flip it. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. I'm scared. Hey, check Mike 45.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Wait. Check three. Let's go.
Now Eckler. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Hey, 5 on the 50.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Let's make these babies cry. Let's go.
Winston now from the 50. And that is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And now it's third down.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminated.
Now Winston. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Looking to throw. Fields. This complete to Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Operating from the gun. Fields. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons push further out in front. It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
We got this at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They'll run here with Eckler. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. You mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle. I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Mike 54. I'm on. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
On third down, Winston. And that is incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the screen. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Let's set it top.
Winston to throw for it on fourth. Open man has got one. It's complete. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Jameis now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Winston. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this throw caught left side, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. On first down, Elliott. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Debo Samuel, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First and 10 at the 33.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
On second down, Eckler. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. I'm coming. Mike, here we go.
Winston now. He's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 33 yards that time. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Mike's 5-4. Take me off.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
To throw, Winston. This is caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And he's got it as the score is now 31-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop it? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. A big run that time by Elliott. 41 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
No running room for Zeke on first down as he'll maybe get a yard out of that. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. On second down now, it's Elliott. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Falcons on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Fields. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Now Elliott. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Operating from the gun. Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
It's Eckler again. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that plan any down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First down, here's the run with Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Ready? Back 25 behind. Read, triple team. Wait. 45, Mike, 45.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Throwing, Winston. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons.